Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night and that you'll enjoy the video. And thank you so much for watching.
Okay, something crazy happened to me, and you guys are not gonna believe me. This weekend, there was a situation in which this guy just like completely acted like an a-hole and just disrespected me basically. And whatever, like it's my own fault for trusting that men will behave like they're supposed to. But yesterday, you're literally not gonna believe this. He texted me to apologize. That's it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna believe that. Not because men don't apologize when they're wrong, but you gave us nothing with that story. In case that actually did happen, congratulations, my guy. I don't know who you are, but you just gave her a reason to post a TikTok. And in the long run, you gave her a reason to say they always come back. And that's one of the most ridiculous things I've heard ever since I started doing this. What I'm trying to say is if you're out there and you move from option A to option B, even though option B didn't work out, you'd never go back to option A. Just move over to option C. There's a whole alphabet with options, so trust your first instinct and stay away from option A. Or if you don't, get your wallet out, get on Cash App, get on PayPal, cause this is the caption on her video. I only take apologies in cash, not text, but still. So there you go. Consider your first instinct was right and stay away.
No, because I really I'm convinced I have wasted time written on my forehead because why did I spend all day texting it up with this guy for him to book a date at 7:30, right? 6:55 rolls around. I'm doing my hair. I'm like, I'm running late. Let me text him. Hey, do you mind pushing the date 15 minutes? I'm running late. Whatever. No answer, no response. I'm like, okay, maybe he doesn't have his phone. 7:30 rolls around. Our date was at 7:30. I don't care if your phone's dead. I don't know what happened. You could have given me a heads up. And I'm like, okay, like, let me call him. Whatever. I called him twice. That went straight to voicemail. So I'm like, well, my messages are delivering. So I don't know if he blocked me, whatever. I go and Hinge. Match me. I'm like, what was the reason? What was the reason? Like, literally, you could have been like, no, I'm good. I don't want to go out anymore. Fine. Anyways, I look hot, so I'm going out with my roommate.
Okay, have fun. So the guy unmatched you on Hinge. Well, it happens sometimes. And this could sound crazy, but hear me out. Maybe he did it because, I don't know, he literally went online, maybe found your TikToks. Who even speaks like that? But no, I'm gonna try to be serious for a second and I'm gonna say this. Maybe he did found your TikToks. Just keep in mind that whatever you post on the internet stays on the internet forever. And even though your content is not as bad as others, it's still bashing men in maybe half of your videos. Or it could be that maybe he did not found you as hot as you think you are.
If you are a single woman who's trying to date and you're maybe like a little bit sad, I would not suggest watching Persuasion that came out on Netflix today unless you want to detest every modern man you've ever come into contact with.
Okay, and let me know how this sounds. If you're a single woman trying to date, stop living your life in make believe land. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna guess it's one of those movies or TV shows made specially for women. Coming back here in the real world, I know I'm not exactly Prince Charming, but you're not exactly Cinderella either. Just keep in mind that you're a single mother pushing 30. You think dating is bad for you now? Just give it a few more years.
I got you, babe. I will tell you which dating apps you need to find Italian men. You need a dating app that allows you to change your location before you go. Tinder does this. Maybe another one. Hinge, I think Hinge might do it now. Tinder is not great for men in particular, but it works because you're going to use the following strategy. You're going to download the app and you're going to set your location for wherever you're going in Italy well before you leave. I'm talking like 3 months before, 2 months before. The reason is this is going to be a major filtering process. You want the ones that you can say, I'm coming to Italy, I'll be there in 2 or 3 months. And you want the ones that are not only gonna wait, but they're gonna keep in communication with you before you get there. These are the ones that are gonna put in effort when you arrive and are going to show you the best time.
And by the best time you mean... never mind, I don't care. No, but seriously, what type of woman needs to go to a different continent in order to find a man? And you're gonna be there on vacation, so what's the point? You can just go outside your hotel room and ask for a guy to show you a good time. Of course, most of the times that will mean going back to your hotel room, but you know, it still works. But let's say you find the love of your life in Italy. Then what? You're gonna move to Italy? For some reason, I don't think there's gonna be too many Italians willing to give up on their entire lives, family, and friends just so they can live with you in the US. To be honest, I'm curious what Italians will think about your video. So if there's any of you watching, please let me know in the comments.
I actually had a guy say to me, so this is just how you are, and if I don't like it, I can f off. Yeah, man, that's how it works.
And he did. What a shame. So how'd that trip to Italy go in the end? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say not even changing a continent worked for you.
There are straight men out here genuinely intimidated by women. Have y'all ever experienced a straight man try to humble you? There is nothing straight men hate more than the confident woman. Or maybe they'll even try to say a jokey like, you not all that, you not all that. That's a red flag. Men who make jokes like that, like mean jokes that are meant to degrade you and like, you know, like bring you down. And we know, because we're women, how does my unapologetic femininity bring out your toxic masculinity? I don't even understand how it works.
Well, obviously you don't understand how it works. See, we're so simple that for us simple math is just easy. 1 plus 1 equals 2. We don't need to go through hours of splitting it in half, multiply it by 8, divided by 10, so it will give us the same result. And no, that's not the right math, I was just using it as an example. Back to my point though, when we say you're not all that, it's not a joke. We actually do mean that. Intimidated by women? Yeah, what a joke. You really think we tamed the entire world and you're what we're intimidated by? There are men right now swimming with sharks, hugging crocodiles and tigers and all that, and you're what we're intimidated by? Come on now.
I just started doing coffee instead, and that's like a $5 commitment.
Okay, I actually have a really good idea for men that are like really pressed about like spending money on a girl on a first date if you don't know if you guys will get along. You could try to ask her questions about herself before trying to hang out immediately. And dating apps actually have like a chat feature, so you can talk to her instead of going out within minutes of matching. Let me know if that helps.
Of course that helps, because every single man on this planet knows that women never lie. What that man said was this. Instead of taking girls out to dinner because it gets expensive, he asked them out to coffee dates. You know what's the best way to find out if she's gonna date you for you or just to get fed? Asking her on a coffee date. I don't need to talk to her for weeks on whatever chat room when I can just ask her out and see what her answer is gonna be. So far you used to complain that you can't find a man to plan the date and ask you out because you don't need a pen pal, and now you want a pen pal. At this point I just wish you make up your mind already.
You know, I hear a lot of women talk about how they want to be stay-at-home girlfriends, but I don't hear enough women talk about how they want to have a stay-at-home boyfriend, because that is my dream. I want a pretty little man at home in the house that I pay for, and I want him to wake up, do the laundry, go to the gym, play with the kids, and have dinner ready when I get home. And then on my days off, I want to take him out and spoil him. Doesn't that sound nice? Why do only men get to benefit from having like a stay-at-home wife? I want a stay-at-home husband.
Well, first of all, you said you hear women saying how they want to be stay-at-home girlfriends. And then you say you don't hear enough women saying they want to have a stay-at-home boyfriend. Well, you see, the problem is we are a bit different. Men are not exactly built to be stay-at-home boyfriends. That's why you never hear men, and you never said you heard men saying they want to be stay-at-home boyfriends. Most men have a drive in themselves that don't allow them to be stay-at-home boyfriends. In a week, they'll feel the need to get off the couch and go to work. And on the other hand, you don't hear enough women saying they want stay-at-home boyfriends is because they, and even you, will never respect a man like that. It might sound like a great idea when you say it out loud, but give it 3 months, you're gonna lose every ounce of respect for that man, and you're gonna go to the next one. In terms of finances, if a man has a stay-at-home wife, he's gonna consider his income the family income. You're gonna do the same, or it's still gonna be your money, and my money, our money. And me having no money, I'm gonna have to beg you for some pocket change so I can afford a beer. I can say for sure, I'm just guessing, maybe I've been watching way too many of these videos, but this feels like the same type of video, bring men down so we can bring ourselves up and find a new way to control men. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
One thing you should know about me is I have all the confidence in the world until a mediocre man doesn't like me back. Yeah, I can't handle that.
So you must not have any confidence left. I'm willing to bet every money I don't have, you consider all the men mediocre. You know, on account of you being an angel and a goddess. See, the problem when you're considering yourself a 10 and other people see you as a 6, they're gonna start talking to you. And when your personality and your character actually makes you a 4, they stop liking you. That's why normal, not mediocre people choose to stay away from you. An easy fix for your confidence: consider yourself a 6, be nice and decent, and people will see you as an 8. And in return, more and more mediocre men will like you back.
What's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore?
Lowering your standards and agreeing to a 50-50 relationship when it's been proven that it's never existed. Being with a woman increases a man's lifespan, whereas being with a man decreases a woman's lifespan. Yet these bums on social media ask women what they bring to the table. But if your only role is to provide as a man, and don't come for me, that's the role you gave yourselves, then why do you need help providing?
How can you be so dumb and still remember how to breathe? This is the question I can never find the answer for. I don't need help providing for, and when we say 50-50 marriage or relationship, it's never about splitting the money in half. But I'll ignore that and I'll talk about the other idiotic things you said. Being with a woman increases a man's lifespan. Really? Well, of course, every study on the internet will prove you wrong, but of course, you know better. But even still, let's have a look. Women outlive men in almost every society. In more developed countries, the average life expectancy at birth is 79 years for women, 72 years for men. In less developed country, women can expect to live an average of 66 years compared with 63 years for men. So every study is gonna prove you wrong. And I'm only gonna add this and I'll shut up. Being married with someone like you will make a man want to live less. And probably that's why we do. Oh, and I don't even need to ask you what you bring to the table, because I know, outside of sex, you bring absolutely nothing to the table. That's why more and more of us are choosing to stay away from relationships, because outside of a hole, you have nothing. And since all of you have a hole and none of it is placed sideways, you have absolutely nothing to offer. And weird enough, this is coming from a guy that absolutely thinks there's a ton of good women out there. Unfortunately, we have to weed a lot of you out just to find one of those.
Scammer or 9 to 5?
Scammer.
Why?
Because I'm good at finessing.
Finesse, okay.
Finesse him. Okay, fair enough. I bet this is what Dumb and Dumber from earlier was talking about when she said 50-50 relationship. But it gets better, so let's ignore that.
What's the best city in the world?
I would say Qatar.
Where's that?
Dubai.
Ooh, Dubai. Say less.
Okay, so let's all ignore the fact that Qatar is a country, not a city, but let's pretend we never heard that. I want to focus more on Dubai, to be honest. See, as an Instagram model, when you aspire to go to a place like Dubai, you should at least know it's not a country, it's a city. The least you should know when you're going to a place like that after doing camels and whatever else, when you're trying to live with all that cash, you should at least know which country or city or airport you're at, so at least you know you have enough money left to buy a plane ticket home. But what do I know? I'm not dumb enough to be one of these Instagram models, so I'll be staying right here where I belong. Anyway, I tried to make this funnier than the last one, but I actually made it darker than all the rest. Just one of those days, I guess. So it's time to end it here. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.